is the game for me. So it just like you saying that maybe, okay, look at the Boateng brothers. One play for Germany, the other play for Ghana. Now, if they meet in the final of probably the World Cup,
different.
Well, it is not different.
In fact, the Ghanaian brother will come out big time. I mean, I'm probably African. Beat from Germany. But look at the Klitschko brothers. The mom said, no matter the amount of money, you guys should never come against each other.
That is boxing. This is tennis. Okay, who will train the towel here?
Nobody at the moment.
Because the stake is high.
I understand where you're coming from, Cosmos. I also understand that they're both professionals. But the circumstances here, it's just too peculiar. For Serena Williams, she wants to make records. She wants to win a calendar Grand Slam. And sports. Maybe they're just victims of circumstance. For the women's category is so fluid. We don't know what's going on because even Roberto Vinci has advanced to the semis.
Yes, she has. She has. Quite surprised to see her in the semi-finals because I saw early part of the game this evening, and she was really slugging it out. She was not giving up. Eventually, she won that game. So it's a good thing that the semi-finals. Hopefully, she can go all the way to the finals, but that'll be very difficult because as it stands right now, she might just be meeting one of the Williams.
That's it. So Roberto Vinci defeated Kristina Mladenovic 6-3, 7-5, 6-4. That's women's tennis for you. Anything can actually happen in that one. We're also waiting for the game between Novak Djokovic and Feliciano Lopez. That's another talk. Tricky for Djokovic because Lopez can push you all the way.
He's another power player, and we know Djokovic is a power player, but his quality, his extra quality, would always see him over every other tennis player at this point in time, and I don't think Lopez will stop him. I think Djokovic, with the edges of Andy Murray, Roger Federer not looking as fluid as times past, Djokovic is looking good for this US Open title.
And of course, the defending champion, Marin Cilic, is taking on Jo-Wilfried Tsonga. Cilic has already taken the first set 6-4 and then leads the second set 5-4. Not looking good for Jo-Wilfried Tsonga.
One more game is two sets up, and then one set and it's over. But I think for Cilic, if he gets to win this game, he will be telling the world that what he did last year was not fluke. That he's ready to go all the way once again, and it can only add to his confidence. Austin can only add to his confidence, and when it comes up against any other person in the semi-final, who says he cannot win? So Jo-Wilfried Tsonga against Marin Cilic, the third set should be very interesting. But for Tsonga, another Grand Slam, another quarterfinal exit, always in the element.
The game between Venus and Serena Williams will come up about midnight Nigerian time. A lot of tennis fans, I'm sure you can stay up to actually watch that one. Let's see what we'll come back tomorrow to talk about. Action-packed world of sports. Now, let's talk about Usain Bolt. It's set to miss the Diamond League meeting in Brussels. We love when we see Usain participate in athletics events. It's become a legend, an icon already in the sport. And I'm pulling out of the 100 meters in Brussels. Again, shows that I'm a champ. I can choose where I can run.
Well, he's been doing that for about, say, 16 to 18 months now, selecting the races, he participates in. I don't forget that the injuries he suffered in recent times as well have aided this selection. He's always preferred the big event, and that was why we saw him at the IWF World Championship, just a few weeks ago, storming to the 100 and 200 meter double. So for Usain Bolt, him pulling out of that more limit is not much of a surprise for me. I think he's keeping himself fit for next year too.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, you talked about the championship. Before the championship, actually ran at the IAAF.
The 4x100 meters relay.
Yeah, I was actually talking before this one in London, the Diamond League in London. That was his first for the year, and he won. Yeah, maybe not a convincing win to his standard, but he won. But then that was like a catalyst for him to do well at the World Championship. So, Usain it will give this man Tyson
Justin Gatlin,
sorry, to try as much as possible to do what he has always been doing.
200 meters at the World Championship, and it's Usain all the way. And with the way it's going, 2016 might just still be for Usain.
Well, he's the favorite.
He's the favorite.
He has no competitor. There's
and then Gatlin tried, did all he could. He doesn't have to.
Gatlin had the fastest time this year, but then again, when he came to the biggest championship.
Yes, exactly.
He couldn't hold his own.
The champ stepped up to it, so that's what it is. Let's take some messages on Twitter. Femi Losky says, What worries me about the present government is they haven't shown any support to athletes. The Afro basketball guys haven't been rewarded by the federal government. Well, the federal government's still waiting after the African Games. They have said they will invite the Afro basket guys to actually come around. I think it's important for us to reward our athletes when they do well.
And I also heard that they rewarded them with money that for me is very, very too low. I'm not going to say.
No.
Because these disparities are annoying. It's becoming annoying.
You know, when any of the Nigerian national teams go out of the country for a continental event or a world event and they do very, very well, say win it and come back home, everybody expects the federal government to dole out millions of naira. It shouldn't be so.
I'm not even talking about the federal government here. I'm talking about the Nigerian Basketball Federation.
You're talking about the preference for football to other sports.
Well, I'm talking about when it comes to rewarding. I mean, the National Sport Commission will give
a handshake is enough
5K. Well, the National Sport Commission, well, there will be 5K for the Super Eagles when they draw. But then there will be $500 for an African champion when they win the competition for the first time in their history. When it comes to basketball,
you should understand that the NFF and the NBBF are two different bodies.
Exactly.
Okay.
They are two different bodies.
Okay.
So if the NFF plan the amount of money they'll be giving out to their players well, and the NBBF failed to do that.
What's the National Sport Commission doing?
I think it doesn't even.
It doesn't have to go to the NSC. The NBBF can handle all of these things.
I think we should just let this rest, particularly over rewards.
Exactly.
Sometimes you should also understand that it's my career first.
True.
You to be sincere to
service to your
I am not
career.
saying it's not the career, but
Don't
after the
go to
career,
a competition with the minds. Of course,
I'm
Cosmos.
not
Nobody's
saying
saying they
that.
shouldn't be
Be
rewarded.
rewarded.
But what we're saying is, must every time that somebody
Yeah,
goes to a
house,
competition,
yeah.
we must.
No, come on.
They should be rewarded.
Olatunji Lawal on Twitter says, the Eagles played with better understanding against the Nigerians. The new JJ was awesome to watch. I see.
Yeah.
Where's the new JJ?
Rabi Ibrahim was.
It's been the new DJ for 10 years now.
But today it was awesome today.
Okay, that's it. With that, we wrap up sports tonight on Channels TV. Ivan, thank you so much for coming around.
Always a pleasure.
Cosmos, it's always a delight to have you guys come out and talk sport. I mean, this guy is a lot of talking sports, and we made it racy-pacey. But remember, for you can keep talking to us on Twitter. We're Channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels Life in Sports. Send us questions, comments, and suggestions. We're ever ready to get you talking. That's it. That's the show. For the team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonakwan. It's still an action-packed world of sports. More than enough reason for you to keep talking sports. Bye for now.